You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the June 25th, 2024 meeting of the Michigan City Plan Commission. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good evening. Welcome to the Michigan City Plan Commission. This is the regular meeting scheduled and noticed for Tuesday, June 25, 2024. We'll call the meeting to order for the evening. And Mr. York, if you have a roll call.
Second?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to play it here.
Roll call. Mr. Balling?
Here.
Mr. Connolly?
Here.
Mr. Dabney?
Present.
Mr. DeMedici?
Present.
Electronic. Mr. Granquist?
Here.
Mr. Hoffman?
Present.
Mr. Klinder?
Here.
Ms. Tejeta? I think she is absent today. She let us know. Mr. Warner?
Here.
Attorney Hale is absent today. He wasn't feeling very well and called me right before this meeting. He was kind of a little under the weather. We have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. York. Next item on the agenda is approval of the agenda as presented and as noticed with public notice. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second. There's motion and second.
I'll call for the vote. Mr. Balling?
Yes.
Mr. Connolly?
Yes.
Mr. Dabney?
Aye.
Mr. DeMedici?
Yes.
Mr. Granquist?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Klinder?
Aye.
Mr. Warner?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. Last month's meeting on May 28th, 2024 was a regular hybrid meeting in person and via Zoom. If everyone's had a copy of the minutes and had an opportunity to review that, is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
I second.
Motion is second. Mr. Balling?
Yes.
Mr. Connolly?
Yes.
Mr. Dabney?
Yes.
Mr. DeMedici?
Yes.
Mr. Granquist?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Klinder?
Yes.
And Mr. Warner?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next item on the agenda is the petition. We had one petition scheduled on the agenda that was properly noticed in the public notice. Petition P-102-24, George Zadias requesting to rezone from R1D to B2 for expansion of a commercial parking lot for Apex Auto Care located at a vacant lot facing south beside 1701 Lafayette Street and also 2308 Franklin Street. This was the petition on the agenda, but Mr. York has some information for us about this petition.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. As of about noon today, Mr. Pantelis Zadias and George Zadias has sent me an email and requesting if the board would grant them a continuance to be heard at our next Plan Commission meeting. I told them I would bring that to the board today. If you decide that you would like to entertain this, you will need an official motion to grant the continuance. And they will be revising. There's a revision that they would like to make to their petition.
So, as Mr. York mentioned, Attorney Hale is not present with us, but presumably if we grant the petition, because if it was properly noticed for the hearing tonight, then it would probably not need to be noticed for next time because we would have a formal official motion to continue.
Yes, I did talk to Mr. Hale today. I did have a discussion with him. If they, depending upon what the nature of the revision is it may require a re-notification, but if it does, they would have to go through that process again. But yes, you are correct, Mr. Granquist.
And Attorney Hale would review that with Mr. York and the staff there and make sure.
Absolutely.
So with that in mind, is there any questions or comments from the commission or a motion to approve the continuance?
Quick question, didn't we have a continuance on this like the month before last? And now what, he re-petitioned?
They did not continue last time. They withdrew their petition last time and then revised and did resubmission essentially. So there wasn't a petition last time. They actually withdrew the petition.
And we modified the agenda to remove it from the agenda last time as well.
You are correct, Mr. Granquist.
But this would be a continuance, a formal continuance from the public notice.
Correct.
With that, I make-
And if there is a revision, like I said, if there is a revision that's outside the perimeter of the notification, they would have to renotice that petition to be in compliance with whatever's the changes. Sorry.
With that, I request that we grant a continuance for petition P-102-24 to our June meeting.
I was liking that.
Hearing a motion and a second, I'll call for the vote. Mr. Balling,
Yes.
Mr. Connolly,
Yes.
Mr. Dabney,
Aye.
Mr. DeMedici,
Aye.
Mr. Granquist,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
I'll say aye, sir, but just for clarification, you had mentioned, sir, for the June meeting, you meant the July meeting, correct?
Lie.
July meeting.
I didn't catch that. Thank you for
Okay.
catching that.
No problem. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Catch, Mr.
I catch one a year, so
Good catch.
that's my one catch here. So yes, sir. Aye.
Mr. Klinder,
Yes.
Mr. Warner.
Aye.
So to be clear, we are motioning to continue this to our July regular scheduled plan commission meeting, and that will be on. I should have had this out. Give me a second. That will be on the. Give me a second. The
July 23.
July 23. Yes. So we will continue this at our July 23rd, 2024 Plan Commission meeting at 6 p.m.
So subject to any necessary change as determined by Mr. York, staff, and Attorney Hale, this will be public notice that that petition has been continued to the July meeting.
Correct.
Next item on our agenda tonight is number 6, new business and old business. Under new business, I would call everyone's attention to the papers before you regarding the ordinance from the city council and the letter from Mayor Angie about the conflict of interest form. So everybody should have received that by email from Attorney Hale and maybe other sources. If you have not already done so, make sure that you complete the proper forms. And I think they're expected to be due this coming week, by June 28th. So
Yeah.
take note of that. Does anybody have a question about this, or do you have any other comments, Mr. York?
No, I was just going to say, if you can get them back to myself, Debbie, we'll collect them and make sure they get to the proper channels. I think it got some instructions in there as well. Online.
There is a paper form, but there is a link to go online, so you can just fill it in the information online, click a submit button or something, and it goes automatically to some destination in the city office there. But I just wanted to bring your attention to that for our new business here for tonight and make sure every commissioner complies with these requirements.
Yeah, and I would also say if you have done one for another, I know some of you guys sit on other boards and commissions. I would say go ahead and do it for this board as well and let them kind of figure it out. That way they at least know that we did it.
Are there any comments or questions from the commissioners regarding this item? And moving on, next item on the agenda is public comments. Is there anyone from the public present in person that would like to make a public comment, or anybody online on the Zoom call that would like to make a comment? If you come forward to the microphone, please state your name and address, please.
Hi, Scott Mellon, 200 Kenwood Place. Though the petition was continued to the next meeting, I'm a little confused by the address. I've been trying to look at Google Maps to figure out what lot they're asking to be rezoned. I just have a point of clarification. What exactly, what parcel are they looking to have zoned from residential? There's like 3 houses between Apex Auto and Lafayette Street, so I'm a little confused what they're looking to do.
Scott, basically, it's the east half of their parcel, the apex on Franklin Street. That lot, Skylar, if I remember right, was divided into 2. It's one lot, but was divided into 2 different zoning. Zoning of business on Franklin and a residential on the street behind. So what Apex is doing is just trying to turn it into one business zoning to get rid of that duplex zoning on one lot.
Okay, I really appreciate so they're not taking down a structure or it's
No,
just
they're just clarifying what
clearing
the
something up.
property is, a business property.
Okay, great. Thanks a
I
lot.
want to delve into more than that, but yes, it's a correction.
Close enough. Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate the feedback or the answer.
Thank you for
I
coming.
want to make sure they are given their due diligence or opportunity, if you will. Yeah.
Are there any other public comments? Anyone in person and present here? Is there anybody online? Nobody online? Okay, last call for public comment. No further public comment. We'll close public comments. Next item on the agenda is commissioner comments. Do you have any thoughts, questions, comments from the commissioners? All quiet on the eastern front. Anybody on the western front? Seeing no comments from the commissioners, I just want to thank staff and Debbie again for good detailed minutes that we have for each minute. We appreciate all that diligence every month here that we have meetings. So, and thank commissioners for coming here. And with that, we'll have a motion to adjourn.
Excuse me, can I make a quick comment? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just regarding these conflict of interest forms and that nature, they really want to get these things turned in, or there's a possibility they could be removing people from boards and things of that sort. So please, if you have not taken care of that, go ahead and take care of that, because we're trying to make that process as clean as possible, so we don't have those issues. And I'm going to be signing like 5 or 6 of them just to have my bases covered for everything that I'm appointed to. So make sure you take care of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Dabney. Any other comments from the commissioners then? Okay, that's a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I shall second.
Well, meeting adjourned.